You eat every day. But what if some of the things you thought you knew about food were wrong? Or at least outdated? Today, we're diving into 5 brand new discoveries, all backed by cutting-edge research from 2023 to 2025, that are transforming how scientists understand food, metabolism, and health. Get ready. These facts may change the way you eat. For good. If you're trying to lose weight or stay healthy, you've probably been told to eat less or cut calories. But new research suggests that it's not just how much you eat, it's when you eat that matters just as much. In a 2024 randomized controlled trial published in Cell Metabolism, researchers at the University of Copenhagen studied 2 groups. One ate all their meals within a 10-hour window, and the other ate over 14 hours. Same calories, same food. The results? The time-restricted group lost more body fat, had lower insulin levels, and showed improved markers of inflammation and gut health, even though they weren't eating less overall. This matches other recent studies showing that your body's metabolism is time-sensitive. You process food differently in the morning than at night. Eating late throws off your circadian rhythm, disrupts blood sugar regulation, and may even raise your risk for heart disease. So here's the new rule. It's not just what you eat, it's when. A simple switch, like eating between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. and giving your body 1 to 4 hours to rest, could improve your health more than obsessing over calories. You've probably heard the term ultra-processed foods. But a 2023 study from the BMJ makes the consequences more real and more serious than ever before. In a massive global review of over 9.8 million people, researchers found that diets high in ultra-processed foods, things like packaged snacks, frozen dinners, sugary cereals, and sodas, were directly linked to higher risks of 14 major health conditions. These included heart disease, stroke, depression, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. And here's the scary part. Even foods labeled low-fat, low-sugar, or plant-based can be ultra-processed if they've been chemically altered or packed with additives, gums, artificial sweeteners, or emulsions. The researchers emphasized that ultra-processing, not just added sugar or fat, is a key driver of inflammation, microbiome damage, and long-term disease. So, what can you do? Start checking labels. If the ingredient list reads like a chemistry set, put it back. Aim to eat more foods that are close to their natural form. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, eggs, fish, and legumes. The less humans mess with it, the better your body recognizes it. Here's a weird twist. Scientists now believe that what you eat may affect your mood more than your brain chemistry does. A landmark 2023 clinical trial called the SMILES-2 study followed people with moderate depression and compared to treatments. One group got traditional talk therapy, and the other followed a Mediterranean-style diet with minimal junk food and plenty of fiber, greens, olives. After 12 weeks, the diet group reported significantly lower depression and anxiety scores, even more than the therapy group, and they kept the improvements longer. The gut-brain connection, also called the second brain, is no longer just a theory. Researchers now know that your microbiome produces serotonin, dopamine, and other neurotransmitters. In fact, about 90% of your serotonin is made in your gut, not your brain. So what you eat doesn't just affect your waistline. It affects how you feel. Want better mental health? Feed your gut like it's your therapist. Fiber-rich vegetables, fermented foods, omega-3 south, less sugar, less junk. It's not a miracle, it's microbiology. Here's a big one. New science is challenging the idea that all calories are created equal. In a major 2023 study published in Nature Communications, Researchers used metabolic chamber technology to compare how the body processed 500 calories of ultra-processed food versus 500 calories of whole food. The results were striking. Despite identical calorie counts, people burned more energy digesting the whole food and produced less insulin. They also reported feeling fuller longer, because whole foods require more work for your body to break down. They activate more enzymes, trigger better satiety signals, and don't flood your bloodstream with glucose the way refined foods do. This led researchers to introduce the idea of the metabolic cost of calories. In other words, not all calories affect your body equally. Two people could eat the same number of calories, one from grilled chicken and brown rice, the other from a fast food burger and fries, and the effects on metabolism, hormones, and fat storage could be completely different. This helps explain why calorie-counting diets often fail. The numbers don't tell the full story. So don't just ask how much you're eating, ask what kind of calories they are, and how your body has to work to use them. You've probably heard that everything in moderation is the safest path when it comes to diet. But new research is questioning just how moderate we should be, especially when it comes to snacking. A 2025 study from King's College London analysed over 120 auditory logs and blood sugar readings from people using continuous glucose monitors. What they found was surprising. The timing and frequency of snacks had a stronger effect on metabolic health than total calorie intake. Frequent snacking, especially in the late evening, spiked insulin levels and disrupted nighttime fat metabolism, even when snacks were small. On the other hand, people who limited eating to 2 to 3 windows per day, even if those meals were larger, had better blood sugar control, lower inflammation, and reported more energy. This lines up with earlier findings on insulin sensitivity. The more often you spike it, the less responsive your cells become over time. That's one reason why constant grazing may actually increase the risk of prediabetes and belly fat, even on a healthy diet. So maybe Grandma was right. Kitchens closed after dinner. Instead of snacking out of habit, ask, am I truly hungry, or just bored, tired, or stressed? Being intentional with your eating times could help your body reset and repair. Let's zoom out. These 5 science-backed discoveries point to something deeper. Your body isn't a calculator. It's a complex, responsive, living system. When you respect your natural rhythms, eat food your body recognizes, and support your microbiome, you don't just lose weight, you boost your energy. You protect your mind. You extend your life. The beauty of science is that it evolves, and we evolve with it. So the next time you plan a meal, reach for a snack, or think about skipping breakfast or eating late, remember what the latest research says. Not all calories are equal. Timing matters. Snacking has a cost. Your gut feeds your brain, and ultra-processed foods are not your friend. Thanks for watching. Good to know. If you learned something new, give us a like, subscribe for more science that matters, and let us know in the comments which one of these facts will change the way you eat. Stay curious, stay healthy, and as always, stay informed.